Hey everybody, I will be making a layout today using these two photos, and they're photos of my grandson at a local festival last fall. It was a beautiful warm day here though where I live, and I love how bright and colorful the photos are, so I dug into my brand new Little by Little collection by Chamel and decided to use that. And that striped paper in the background was so perfect for these photos. You know, the aqua in my grandson's shirt is there, and you know, the reds and pinks and yellows in the backgrounds are there. So perfect paper. So the striped paper in the background is from Chamel Little by Little. It's called Bear Hug. And then I'm looking for another paper there, or another paper to use for some sort of journaling card or something like that. In the meantime, I'm going to mount my photos on that aqua paper, which is from Chamel Little by Little, and it is called Foxy. And the reason I'm kind of looking for other things is before I cut the mat, I want to kind of know what I'm going to use for journaling. Then the one thing I do think I want to do is I think I want to use that bear sticker because it says perfect day, and yeah, I can't just use bear stickers on everything, but on kids layouts I think they're perfect. Plus there's a lot of white space at the bottom of that photo of my grandson on the swing, and I think it'll be a great place to take up some space. So I find this little journaling card from one of the cut apart sheets from Chamel Little by Little. It's called What a Hoot. And then that bear with the banner sticker is from Chamel Little by Little, the sticker book. The stickers. All right. This layout itself is not there's not a ton of stuff on it. As I was doing this, and I think you'll see me struggle a little bit, I was trying to figure out what to add to it, honestly. So it's fairly simple as my layouts go. Really, there's just the photo mat and then that one pattern paper. It's not a ton. So what I'm trying to figure out now is how I want that photo mat to sit, like which stripes I want it to sit on. And I decided to start it on the red stripe and then end it on the aqua stripe, even though like the mat on the right side kind of disappears into that aqua stripe, which I think is fine. It's not that big of a deal. And I love this striped paper. Besides all those beautiful colored stripes, it has kind of a wood grain pattern in the back of it. It's just a gorgeous paper, and I think I have a couple of these sheets, so I'm really glad about that. I think I bought 2 of them. There's almost like a pie chart kind of like print on the back, which I probably will never use, even though I like it, but I probably won't use it just because I love this stripe so much. And I don't mind using more than one of a paper in my albums, because oftentimes they end up fairly far apart, and if they don't, oh well. I like the paper, and I get to scrapbook how I like. So anyway, I'm not so worried about that. So now I'm just kind of trying to figure out, again, spacing here, and you know, trying to get that all decided, and I'm being very fussy right now about the whole thing. And what I'm doing, what I just showed you there, I indicated where my grandson's feet were ending, and I don't want the corner of that cut apart to line up exactly with where his toes are pointing, where his toes are right there. I want it to end up a little bit further to the left. Otherwise it'll look too contrived, I guess, is the reason I'm doing that. So those are the kinds of things that I look at when I'm designing a layout and putting elements down. So now once I get my hand away from there, you'll be able to see that. And then I'm also looking, because I don't want the bear sticker to line up right on the banner sticker with the bear to line up right on the edge of that navy. And I'm looking for other things now, like what other stickers could I do? And I find this banner sticker, and I'm thinking about putting it down on the bottom there, and then decide I really kind of like it on the top. And I have such a hard time using banner pieces, be they stickers or die cuts or banners I make myself. I have a really hard time using those. So the fact that banners and carnival-like fair atmosphere are perfect for each other. And this one is all bright colored as well too, just like the paper is. So I decided I needed to use that banner sticker on this layout, and I will. So I put it down in that corner, and that is where it's going to stay. And I'm playing around a little bit here with just like how it's going to sit there. Or I'm playing around a lot actually with how it's going to sit there, honestly. All right, so I have that down, so now I'm going to put my ATG down. And I'm happy. And that's a nice way. I now have the layout the photos diagonally framed with elements with the stickers there, so that your eye can go from the top left to the bottom right of the photos, and the photos are in between. So that's a nice way to do that. I'm thinking I want something else under that take note journal cut apart, and I'm going to play around quite a bit before I figure out what I'm going to do here. And again, I'm just really going through the little by little die cuts there. It's the die cut shapes pack for all of you who are wondering. I love this collection by Shamel. The colors are just really, really perfect, and I love her B-sides so much because, you know, she's definitely uses a lot of B-sides in her scrapbooking, so it's a perfect collection. And I've used it. This is the first layout I believe I've used it on child pages. All right, so I did find a die cut there. It's that fox, and it says "Oh Joy," and that is from the die cut shapes. So I'm going to put him down on the bottom left there. So then you've got kind of a trio of embellishments there. Kind of a visual triangle. And what's going to happen is I'm thinking about using these buttons from Little by Little, but none of them seem right for me. The colors weren't right, and they seem to be too big and were calling a little bit too much attention to themselves with the scale. So instead, I'm going to go to the puffy stickers from Little by Little, and I'm going to choose 2 stickers from this sheet. And one of them is that little red heart. I like that they put these on clear backings because you can kind of put them on your layout and sort of kind of guess as to how you're going to like how they look in a certain spot. And I am going to add one more puffy sticker in a little bit. All right, so now I decide I want to do my title, and the natural place for my title is between the fox and then the bear and bunny cluster there. So I was actually kind of glad that I didn't find anything to go underneath that Take Note bunny card, because the title is going to fit in here perfectly. And I'm just trying out my blue, my different blue thickers here. I know I want probably a larger alphabet in there because it is quite a bit of space to take up. This blue alphabet is from Pink Fresh Studios, the Indigo Hills collection. It's the Puffy Alpha stickers. So I'm going to use these to spell out the words Harvest Fest, because that's what this event was. It was called Harvest Fest. And I love that picture of my grandson on that pony. He's got such a kind of wistful, sort of half smile there. He's kind of a daredevil, or can be kind of a daredevil, but he's looking, I think my daughter-in-law took these photos if I remember correctly, but he's kind of looking like he's not quite sure, but he is sure. And here he's 3 in these pictures, and he looks so big to me, like he's like 7 or something at this point. So both of these photos, he looks a little bit tentative, which is not kind of usual for him. So it was kind of fun to have that look captured, I guess, would be the best way to describe this. Just in case you miss it in the in the title sequence, always in the beginning of my layouts, before the layout actually comes on, I always put what I've named the layout and then how long the process time took, and that includes not just the creating of the layout, but the choosing of my materials as well. So usually I have at least some paper chosen before I start actually constructing a layout. It just, because sometimes that step can take me a while, and so I usually have a little bit, but I include it in that scrapbook process time so that you know how long it's truly taken me to construct a layout. And I am thinking again that I really need to do a real-time layout. That was one of the things that I had said at the end of last year. I think I did a Merry Christmas video and just talked a little bit about what I was thinking for this coming year, for 2017, for my channel. And one of the things I said is I thought I would do a real-time layout because people really seem to enjoy my real-time process when I was doing my December daily. And I did that real-time just because the editing otherwise takes so long. For those of you who don't do process videos, each process video, including scrapbook time, for me will probably take anywhere from 3 to 4 hours, in all seriousness. And that's all the uploading and the saving of the videos and the uploading to YouTube and all of that. So it's a fairly complicated process. Anyway, so the long story, or short part of this story, is that I'm thinking about doing another real-time video so you can actually see my scrapbooking page process. What I'm doing here, and why I'm just kind of rambling on for you, is that I didn't really get the title completely straight. There was really nothing to line it up with, so that was really hard. And I can't even like use the bottom of that aqua paper, the matte paper, to line it up, just because it doesn't go all the way across above my title. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink my little die cut there, and I'm using my Jenny Bolin fountain pen ink there to ink that up. And so that way that's going to help me figure out where the word fest is going to go so that I get the spacing properly. So I want that to land partway underneath the take note card, and then also not too close to the fox. And here's where I add the other sticker from the puffy sticker sheet from Little by Little. It's a little flower there, and I wanted to get that on again because that kind of helped me get the spacing right. And why not put a flower on a boy's page? I love the bright yellow that it is. It just adds so much. This is the colors in this page are so much fun. One more thing that I wanted to say, I haven't thanked all of my subscribers lately. I'm just overwhelmed. I crossed 900 subscribers yesterday. You'll see this layout probably about a month later, so who knows where it'll be then. But I'm just so overwhelmed by that, and just, you know, that you guys are out there actually watching what I do. I've been doing this a little bit over a year now, and I just started it as something fun. People kept telling me I needed to do it, and I was thinking about it as well. And I enjoy the sort of teaching part of doing the videos and explaining my design process. So just a thank you to all of you for listening to me ramble on. Anyway, so I'm still getting that Harvest Fest down. It will get there, I promise. And now I'm looking again at the puffy stickers to see if I want to add any more of those. And I decide there isn't anything else I want to add from the puffy sticker sheet, but I do go to the enamel dots from the Chamel Little by Little collection, and I choose 3 triangles, 3 aqua triangles here from those shapes. There's stars and hearts and triangles and dots. I think there's hearts. Maybe, nope, there's not hearts. Sorry, there's stars. I can't really see those. Anyway, there's 3 shapes on there. All right. So now I am taking my Pitt pen. I use a .05 pen to do my journaling most of the time. And I bought this one at Hobby Lobby. I'm just about done. There will be a still shot and a couple of detail shots at the end. Hope you are all well. Take care. Bye.